Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. This is David Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be unboxing Messina 1347. This game is designed by Vladimir Suchy and Raul Fernandez Aparicio, and is published by Rio Grande Games. I actually didn't know about this game at all until I heard them talking about it on Board Game Hot Takes, which is a fantastic podcast, by the way, that you absolutely should go check out. It's become one of my favorites. Tim on there was talking about it. And, the funny thing is, even though I don't think his taste and mine always align, I generally think if he thinks the game is really good, that it probably is really good. So I decided to check this out. Plus, besides being designed by Vladimir Suchy, who is a great designer, it's about the plague, which is a dark and interesting topic that I kind of enjoy. So let me flip this over, and I'll read the back to you. It says, in 1347, merchant galleys from the Crimean Peninsula arrived in Sicily and docked at the ancient port of Messina. The galleys had rats, the rats had fleas, and the fleas carried a plague that would come to be known as the Black Death. Over the next 4 years, in cities across Europe, half the population would die. Players take the role of noble families with land holdings in the countryside around Messina. They attempt to rescue people from the plague by relocating them to their estates. As the plague in Messina worsens, the players will build small, independent communities while attempting to control the plague with fire. In the final rounds of the game, the plague begins to abate. Players return the rescued citizens to repopulate the resilient city of Messina. Wow, that's actually a really interesting story, and I wonder if that is actually what happened. I'm sort of surprised that people at the fancy estates were like, come, we'll save you, instead of lock the gates, don't let them in, because that seems much more typical of humans throughout history. But if so, that is a great story that I'd like to learn more about. But until I do that, I can play a game about it, so that's fun. So let me get this cut open here. I was trying to see, maybe I missed it on the front. I was trying to see the player count and the time it takes, and I'm just not seeing it here, so bear with me. Okay, I see it on the side. I'll look at that in a second here. Alright, so this is from Delicious Games, who I think Vladimir Suchy seems to work with them a lot. Oh wait, here's the stuff down here I was looking for. My goodness, I'm blind. So it's from 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up, and plays in 60 to 140 minutes. Now, I have concerns about the little skull they put between the 1 to 4 players and the 14 and up, because I like to think that this is simply 1 to 4 players, 14 up, but what if it is between 1 to 4 dead people can play, or they have to have been dead for at least 14 years. Huh. Boy, that would be weird. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's move on. Okay, so I flipped this over. I had a long day at work, so I'm going to blame that if I say anything else real goofy in this, which is not unlikely. Okay, so, wowie. So, I see something in here I have to take out. For the most part, it's black cubes and then sort of like brown, I don't know if I call them walls even. Yeah, they almost look like little brown 2x4s. I have a feeling that they may be supposed to represent walls, though, but we'll see. But that's not what I want to show you. Those aren't very interesting. They're just kind of regular shapes. What I wanted to show you was that. A rat meeple. Maybe a reeple? I don't know. But I love it. The rat meeples. That's fantastic. I was very glad to see that on the back they mentioned the fleas were actually the issue. I didn't learn that until maybe a couple years ago, that it really wasn't the rats themselves, but the fleas that were on them that really helped carry the plague. So in here we've got, fairly typical meeples of various colors, as well as some discs that I imagine are going to keep track of things for you on various tracks in the game. Cool, not too exciting. I probably won't take these out, but you get the idea. They're wood. They feel nice and chunky. I'm sure they're fine. Here we have something to put one of those spinning dials together. I believe there are a lot of just kind of empty bags sort of haphazardly tossed around in here. That's fine. That's sort of weird. Okay, this does have like a good spot to open. All right, let me cut this open. Not totally sure what I'm looking at here, but we'll figure it out maybe. Or I'll just make a guess. That could happen too. I don't think I succeeded at getting this open. There we go, that's better. Alright. So these are relatively thin cards. And I'm not sure if these are maybe player aids, perhaps. I mean, this is what you do around the first part of the round, second, third, fourth. I don't know if that's right, though. But there's other stuff back here. It's a lot of iconography, which I'm hoping will make a lot more sense as you play. You know, sometimes when you first bust open a box, it just looks like a whole bunch of nonsense, but, you know, a lot of games, especially ones with good graphic design, once you get playing, this stuff just comes to you really quick. So I'm hoping that that will be the case here. I don't recall Tim on Board Game Hot Take saying that that was an issue for him. I could be wrong, but these look like little stickers, which I'm guessing means that I will have to sticker things. Maybe those discs that were in there, I'm not sure. That isn't generally my favorite thing to have to do in a game. I don't like it when I have to do a bunch of stickering. That's kind of a pain in the butt. I would like the games to just come with everything on them. But, you know, it's not like a ton, so that's okay. Not mad about it. It's just one of those things. If you really hate that more than I do even, you might want to know. Okay, so here's the rule. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because this is kind of a long rule book here. Let me get some of this junk out of the way. All right. So let's see. Rulebook, looks like on the back it goes up to 20 pages, although this is just sort of like an overview reminder sheet on the back. We got the solo variant on the last page, which I'm definitely interested in checking out. There's an advanced variant. I'm not sure what the differences are. But let's go through here and just kind of take a peek. So lots of full color images, which is great. I'm seeing a lot of like arrows to show how things go around. Again, that's fantastic because the more examples, the better, in my opinion. So I like this. You know, it's not a tiny rulebook, but I don't think it'll be too bad given all that they've put in there. Okay, so it looks like we've got a bunch of boards, which I think each player is going to have their own. I am assuming this represents your estate. I'm not sure what all the arrows and whatnot mean. We've got some coins over here. I just saw when I was looking at the rulebook that this looks like maybe it's a quarantine house. So if I had to guess, it's, you know, people might get sick and so you have to put them over there. Not totally sure how that works in the game, but I imagine that's it. I'm assuming these are all basically the same other than the color border, and the center section might be a little different color too, it looks like. So that's cool. I'm not sure when this came out. I think it's at least a few years old, but I don't know when it did. But I mentioned on our recent Top 50 of all time, because I had Praga Caput Regni on there, that I've sort of started to kind of amass his games, Vladimir Suchy's games, because I really liked Praga Caput Regni a lot. So, okay, this is obviously going to be the dial that I need that little black thing for. We've got some kind of thing with ships on it. That's interesting. So, yeah, I mean, the pieces look really nice, I think. Let's get in here. Okay. Wow. There's some wagons. More sort of... Oh, down here we've got like a nun. I'm not sure what all these professions are. This guy looks like maybe a worker. I don't know what the shield guy is. There's fires. I talked about handling the disease with fire. And then these, I'm guessing you're going to put the little cubes in to help track things, because it's got... I don't know if you can see it here, but it's got little squares to punch out. So I'm guessing that you're going to be putting cubes in there to track something. So, I could be wrong about that, but that's certainly what I would assume by looking. All right, we have some hex tiles on here that look like various kinds of buildings in the town. They all have rats at the bottom of them, so I'm not sure how that plays into it, but definitely interesting. There's more of those. Quite a few of these hex tiles in this game, it looks like. So, look nice. Here is... there's a couple sheets here with more of the little shack kind of buildings on them. So, and then more hexes. There's lots of... The art's pretty good. It's not amazing, but I mean, it's not all like the same picture over and over again, which is nice. I like that. Okay, here we have more of those tokens that have the nuns and the workers, I'm guessing, and this guy who I'm going to say is Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. That doesn't seem very likely because he was in Middle-earth and this takes place in Sicily. But, you know, I'm all for doing a little bit of crossovers. So we're going to say that's a lot of Aragorns. I doubt that's accurate. Please don't take me seriously when I say things like this. Okay, here we have, I'm guessing this is more of a communal board that everyone's going to be utilizing. I'm not sure what it all means, other than we have a track running around here, which I'm guessing is your victory points. So, overall, it looks really nice. And that's actually everything. So we zipped right through that one, I feel like. But I think this game looks really neat. As I said earlier, I really love the theme. And I'm hoping to play this soon. I have a vacation coming up. and I'm not going anywhere. I'm just sort of staying home and hopefully getting a lot of time to play games. And if I do, maybe I can get this one played. Actually, I have a few games from Vladimir Suchy I need to play. So I recently acquired a copy of Pulsar 2849. I think I'm remembering that year right. It was already open, so I'm not going to do an unboxing of that, but I want to try that. I have Underwater Cities, which a lot of people love, and I haven't tried that. I have a bunch of his games, and I think I've only tried like one of them, but regardless, that's the kind of impression that he made on me with that one, which a lot of people say is not even his best. So I'm really excited to delve into some of these, and again, I tend to trust Tim on Board Game Hot Takes, at least with what he likes, not always with what he doesn't like, but that's a whole other tale. I think he knows that we have some differences of opinion on a few things, but again, I'll try to give you my thoughts as soon as I have some plays in of this. Maybe we can get a review going down the road. I say that with every unboxing, fully intending to do the reviews, but then, you know, I can only do one every couple weeks or so, so it's hard to get to everything I would like to review, at least in a timely manner, but I hope I can do it. And just as a reminder, go check out Board Game Hot Takes. I swear, it's one of the best podcasts for board games out there. It really is. I really like those guys. Their banter's fantastic. Whether or not you agree with all their opinions, it's still awesome to hear their thoughts on it. So definitely check them out. And if you have checked out this game already, if you've played it, let me know. Let me know your thoughts on it. You know, if there's anything I need to be aware of, or if there's problems I should take into account, I'd like to know. I just noticed this little boy on the back of the wagon is holding a rat by its tail. I don't know if it's a dead rat or an alive rat, but the mom looks really nervous. Okay, hold on. Let me zoom in. I just realized this thing at the very end, and it's kind of amusing me. Let's take a look. He's got the rat. He looks interested. The mom looks terrified because I don't know if they knew at this time that it was the rats causing all the problems, but oh boy, that's a fun family picture right there. And then the dad's looking at the mom. I can't really tell what his expression is. Anyway, there's interesting family dynamics that I'm sure play no role in the game. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so you can know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, I look forward to see you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye. If you enjoyed that video, you might also like this one.
Or this one.
If you like any of our videos, what you should do is click this little button to subscribe so you'll know about the next time we put out a video.
We'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.